Hello, my lovely angels, magical girls, witches, all manner of folk in the audience with magical abilities, or those without as well. Today we're gonna get our license, our magical girl license, in Vroom in the Night Sky, a Poisoft game for Nintendo Switch released 2017. In fact, it's a launch title for the Switch, and by that I mean a downloadable title for the Switch that got some degree of infamy around the time of the Switch's release. Hello, Charkie.
I remember selling, like, I was there at the Switch release selling Switches, and I remember customers saying, like, I can't find a copy of Vroom in the Night Sky. Like, my kid wanted that. And I was like, I'm sorry, you gotta download that.
Yeah, I know.
So, like, we sold like no copies of, like, Breath of the Wild. People just looking for that one.
Yeah, it's one of those Christmas wish list situations where every kid is asking for it, and Santa Claus up at the North Pole is just like, these fucking kids, they don't even understand the concept of downloadable titles. What am I supposed to do? How is Santa Claus Inc. supposed to stay in business with all this downloadable content coming out, with all these downloadable games? Digital distribution. It's killing business up there. So yeah, this is a Japanese title. It's a doujin title, as we would call them. This was made by a 3 to 4 person studio in Poisoft, and some of the criticisms levied against this game are of the particularly harsh nature. Maybe we'll read some reviews at a certain point while I'm playing this, but I should say that we're going to play this whole thing. And that doesn't just mean playing all the levels, I mean I'm going to 100% this game over the course of 2 hours or so. I've done it before. That's about how long it took me last time, so we'll cross our fingers for some good luck, and hopefully this all goes off without a hitch.
So you're not going to need me to look up a guide anything, right?
You wouldn't be able to write a guide for this game. It's
no Prima strategy guide out there for this?
Not precisely, not exactly. Let's say the stages are relatively small, for one thing. Oh, I should stream this out to you so you can see what I'm up to here.
Yes, please.
I wiped my save data beforehand, so we're getting all the first-time stuff on the screen right now. Video Game King asking, Dojin, was this game actually distributed at Comiket or whatever? It's not unheard of, but this is the first time I'm hearing about this game being Dojin. I use Dojin in the sense of, like, independent creation, and I guess Dojin does connotate that it was independently sold at, like, a convention, which, okay, that's my bad. Maybe I'm misusing that word, or maybe it's a matter of semantics. I more mean Dojin in the sense that it is a independently developed game, original IP, small team, and, yeah, it's sold through the eShop.
Alright, if you get to use Dojin incorrectly once, then the audience gets to use Kusoge incorrectly once.
Ooh, okay, just once. And then I'll go on my Kusoge spiel at a certain point, but we should get past this menu. I should get into some actual gameplay.
Alright.
This is a fairy Koshin. It's nice to meet them. Are you the first time to play this game? Shall I explain the game if necessary? I've played this before, but we'll pretend like it is the first time to play this game.
It's my first time to play this game, so I'd like to see how the game works.
Okay,
never mind.
Enjoy the game.
We won't.
I thought I had selected the thing on the left. I couldn't tell from the UI. Let's go to driving school if you are in trouble with the driving technique. I was gonna do driving school either way.
Alright, there we go.
Oh, you know what the problem is? I had A and B confused. I'm not playing this on an actual Nintendo Switch.
There we go.
Spoiler. So
we've got a prototype Switch 2.
Yes, it's the new stuff. This is what Nintendo's basically like been labbing, and they gave me early access, fully backwards compatible. It's great.
Yeah.
Let's make
and they have an actual normal controller for 2023.
That's a crazy change of pace for them. Let's make magical heavy braking 3 times successful. Magical heavy braking occurs by pressing the accelerator button and steering handlebar, L stick, left or right, and pressing the brake A button. There's gotta be a simpler way to parse that. There's gotta be simpler ways to explain these things. Oh, here we go.
That is a simpler way to explain things.
I've never been fall over. That's how it is. Here we go. We're getting achievements left and right on this one. My gamer score is gonna be.
Those look like PlayStation 3 style achievement pop-ups.
It's just like what is in this fully legal Switch 2 That I'm playing.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just...
Oh, so that's hardware level. I thought that was like in the game.
I couldn't tell you. I don't own a Switch, is the truth of things. I will tell you that one of the big selling points of this game, beyond just the fact that it's cute magical girl stuff, is that it was really banking on the HD Rumble. They really wanted to build this game around the HD Rumble. So I'm getting, like, Rumble in my DualSense controller, but it is not quite the HD Rumble. And if you see me collect these crystals and not doing what they're asking me to do, it's only because I know we're going to need all the crystals we can get in time, but there's probably better stages for...
You already have 2,000.
That's nowhere near enough.
I'm just saying, that seems to be a lot for how much you've been playing already.
Sure.
You also have an odd number of them, which I don't know how you manage that.
So, you notice that we were breaking before on the ground, but we are a witch and we're flying.
Oh, okay.
But we can just stop in midair if we want to, and that still counts. There we go. So the reward is actually way more than the Stardust I got during that, so maybe I don't need to do it during these. Maybe I'll save my grinding for a little later in the loop.
Oh yeah, that's a lot of Stardust.
My first job, magical rocket can now be used. Let's shoot a rival magical girl twice with magic rocket. Magical rocket will fire with the Y button. If you leave a rival magical girl Teruku-chan as is, you'll be robbed of key stars and Stardusts.
You're breaking bad real quick.
Yeah, we're already getting to the murder witch phase of things, so... How far we fallen? That's our friendly rival.
Now, I do remember a little bit of this game when it came out, and I think most of the charm that I remember people getting like enamored with was that in the lower left corner.
Yeah, the dialogue is the main attraction here. Also, I don't think I can reverse while I'm in midair. Do I have to be on the ground to reverse? Yes, apparently. I want to get some distance.
Good homing shot.
Can you catch up with me? You can't beat me.
No comment. I can't hit her, she's too fast.
And so it begins. This is an essential function to master. We're gonna have to... Okay, I think it is a matter of distance.
Okay.
Oh, I feel bad now. That somber music. But hey, it's money in our pockets.
And the economy of Stardust in this game seems out of whack.
Yeah, the inflation, or what's the opposite of inflation?
Deflation?
Yeah, that's the word. Let's make magical thrilling 3 times successful. Magical thrilling occurs when going through near the object. So this is like the close calls in Burnout.
Gotcha.
I think I hit that one. I straight up hit the cone and it counted.
Definitely did. You definitely hit that one. Good job.
Thank you. Money in the bank. Let's make magical trampoline 3 times successfully. Magical trampoline occurs when you tip the L stick down in contact to the bumpy ground. I should mention, look, we're going to be reading these things and we're going to be chuckling at them, but this English was present in the original version of the game, as in the Japanese version. I think there is like an option in the original Japanese release to switch between Japanese and English, but basically what happened was this released in March 2017, I believe was the initial debut of this game, and then they had another month or two. They had till April to bring it over to North America, and Poisoff promised they would have an improved script, an improved translation, and that's what we're looking at. Who made a magical bike?
You gave him an existential crisis asking him that question.
It's a lot to think about. It's too much for the text boxes to handle, I think, is the problem. Okay, this is one of those
Cochin
ones
was about to give... He was about to give you like a full-ass Wikipedia article on it. You were about to say, I'm sorry.
This is one of those ones where it's a technique that we're never going to use in the game itself. The magical trampoline or whatever, but we have to clear it. We have to do it. I got one somehow.
What is it?
It's where you hit the ground, and the second that you hit the ground, you hit the B button, and that causes you to bounce back up, rather than hitting the ground hard. Tilt it down, contact the ground, jump. Oh wait, do I need to press the button? Is that where I'm messing it up?
Maybe hit the ground at a steeper angle?
Yeah, let's try that.
Hey, is it those marks on the ground there?
No, I
Things that
think
are
those are
glowing?
recharge stations.
Oh.
So,
They recharge what?
so you see my fuel meter in the top left corner?
Yeah. Why are you getting shot?
No, I'm shooting. I'm burning through
okay.
magic right now. And then the thing is, you go back to that station
Gotcha.
to recharge it. Because if you run out of gas, you will just stall. And you won't be able to finish the level because you'll have no juice. You won't be able to get up in the air. Okay, there we go.
Okay, you did it. Somehow.
I think the way I did it was by hitting the sidewalk specifically. Maybe it has to be bumpy terrain, or maybe this has to be like collide with a wall. No.
Well, not like that.
Just gotta do that, but better.
Nope. Okay.
Do they show a specific terrain?
Yeah,
They should show the asphalt in the picture.
Contact to the bumpy ground. Maybe if it's at an angle, like you see the slope, the incline. Yeah, well, it was a good.
It was a good idea.
Ah, there we go.
No, that was me
Well,
pressing a button. That's me pressing the boost button, just to get back up in the air. All right, prepare for the next hour just to be this.
All right.
That's...
Oh, there you
Christ.
go. Okay,
My
I think
eyes
it was
are itchy.
correct.
Don't close your eyes.
Let them dry out all the way.
Let's occur magical dash getting star 3 times with magical high speed. How many times do I have to say that over the course of a day? Magical high speed occurs when pressing the X button. Magical dash and getting star occurs if getting a stardust with magical high speed. We just gotta get the stars while we're boosting. That's all this is.
Press X in front of Stardust. Get that. Okay. I feel like that introductory text is there to. Oh no! Good job.
Well, no, there's 3 in a row there, so it's. Video Game King says, thematically speaking, this has less to do with magical girl shows most people are actually familiar with. A cute mascot recruits you into a war against evil magic aliens. And more to do with magical girl shows from the 70s and 80s. A cute mascot gives a young girl the ability to go on fun, if mostly inconsequential adventures.
I mean, we haven't gotten to the story yet. We don't. Maybe she has been shanghaied into like
The rich
war.
narrative. Let me tell you, there's some Madoka shit in here. Decapitations, all over the place, girls dying. It's tragic stuff. Let's keep the magical turn condition for over 5 seconds. Magical turn, it's drifting. Occurs by pressing the accelerator button after magical heavy braking. What is magical heavy braking? Or releasing
the thing you're doing in the first thing.
Oh yeah, that's right. Magical braking occurs, press B immediately. When turning, release B a little, tilt B immediately. Tilt L slightly in the... I'm just gonna have to intuit this. I'm just gonna have to feel this one out.
So it's blue sparks in Mario Kart.
Sure.
So while you're doing a drift, that's what.
Yeah,
that's what
I know,
it is.
but
You're
it's
sustaining
a matter of actually figuring out how to like the physics of that as it relates to this object that can fly in any direction. Do I have to be on the ground to do it? Can I do it in the air?
Yeah. I don't think you can do heavy. Oh, you can. You can do heavy braking in the air. So I think it's like while you're starting a magical heavy brake, then you just kind of tap. If I read that correctly, I might not have read that correctly.
Magical heavy braking occurs. If I'm pressing B to do magical heavy... Oh, wait, no, I get it. Okay. It's the A and B thing that's confusing me. Alright, this... Something like that? I see a millisecond of magical turning there. She is on fire.
Are you still holding, like, accelerate while you're doing the brake?
That I need to let go of it so I can tap it, because they want me to press that button again as soon as it's... Let's do it on the ground. Okay. Boost.
up. Let me go buy this game on Switch, and I'll
Yeah,
figure it out.
you'll get back to me. This is one that could actually be, like, potentially useful, so I would like to. Oh! Had it, like, going for, like, a millisecond there.
Yeah, okay, there.
Magical failure.
Magical Girl is such a comfortable job. Did you?
This is A.
We'll figure it out.
Let me see something real quick. We're gonna go back to the title screen for a second. I don't get any of the things I picked up during it. There is an option here.
My business expense $10.
Yeah, we can arrange that. Also, let me do miles per hour. And violent vibration. There's weak, normal, and violent. I'm gonna do violent for the fun of it. And we can invert the controls if we're a real sicko, but we've made our policy known on this stream. Okay, so that means that this button is B, this button is A.
Okay, so you figure... I think that is only for the menus.
It is only for the menus. So I'm holding A to accelerate. When magical braking occurs, but you press B to do... So am I double tapping?
So you press... Bring up the listing guide one last time. Let's see. Alright, press B immediately. When turning, release B a little, press B. So you're kind of feathering the brake. Like, so as you go into that drift, you're feathering the brake rather than, like, holding it for any length of time. Think? No?
I swear I've done this before. I played this whole game before. I don't know if I ever used this shit in the actual game. That might be the issue here.
Now, theoretically, you did say we were on 100% this game.
Yeah.
Let's say you could just go into the game.
But we actually, here's the thing. We're gonna get a shit ton of money. A shit ton of Stardust for doing all the tutorial missions, and we need those to unlock things.
You're actually going to get a shit ton just by failing this one over and over again. I can see your bonus going up.
Yeah, so we are getting paid. There is some sort of point to this. I wonder... Like, you think I would get it, like, by accident at a certain point. There's only so many buttons.
You got... Yeah, you just got it a little bit. You got +9 of it. Alright, maybe I'm wrong about the...
Like, even with this more clear description, when a magical heavy braking occurs, we're really gonna break this down. Press B immediately, and do. When turning...
Or, they're two different things.
Oh!
They're two different methods of doing this.
Or, when turning, press B a little, press B immediately.
So either while you're doing a heavy brake, you press B again and hold it. Or, while turning a whatever the other ones say. I can only retain one bit of information at a time. My eyes are itchy.
Don't close your eyes.
Alright. Castus is making the problem worse.
How so?
They are extremely itchy now.
Oh, jeez. Well, I would trust coaching with my life.
Okay.
They never led me astray before.
Were they the ones who told you to do this mission?
They did. They recommended going to driving school. Oh, we actually need to go to the fuel gauge.
Yeah, he says check your fuel gauge. Come on. Get out and push. There you go. Cass, bad news. I blinked.
Fuck. Well, you're never going to recover from that, I'm sad to say. did a sick flip.
Six stunt. I'm literally looking at the store page here.
Turning release B a little. Press B immediately. Tilt it slightly in the opposite direction to the turning direction. So I'm trying to go like left to right.
Now, tell me if I'm wrong.
Yes.
But if I were to buy this game on Switch, isn't it like technically different than the version you're playing right now?
It might be. There's a telltale sign. Some of the captions, like I'll recognize if you ever notice the word radar, notice how it is spelled. Tell me if it's spelled with an E or an A, and I will let you know which translation we are working with. Alright, I'm psyching myself up for it. Start turning.
It's not in any of the screenshots, unfortunately, so I'll have to pay $10 to figure it out.
I do recommend this game. I know we're having like the most, not the most auspicious start to this, but it can be fun. This can be a fun game. There's reason why. I wonder if part of the problem is that my nature is to swing the analog stick completely to the other end.
Oh, like you're doing... Yeah, try turning into it the whole time. Magical collision avoidance.
I want to ride other magical bike. Collect Stardusts. It'd be great if they had like a video for reference too.
So, pause the game, like full out pause the game. Check out Operation Manual. See what that has to say.
Oh, right. I prefer staying B. Dash if unlocked, shoot if unlocked, brake moving, backward if stopping, accelerator.
Then the next page.
Dialogues.
Nope. Okay. Didn't know if that might have helped.
This is riveting stuff, I know. We're really starting on a high note here. But, you know, this is what happens when you sign up for the full playthroughs that we're doing.
Right, load up Parsec. Nintendo has a generous refund policy, right?
Yeah, clear. They're best in the business. Oh, man. Full swing left. I'm just gonna mash buttons.
You started having it.
Maybe if I just mash buttons, I'll accidentally, like, get the rhythm for something down. I still need to actually sit on this panel. You can't just, like, fly over it. Nope, Get me there. Let's drive safely. Aye, aye, sir. Maybe doing it on the ground will help.
I feel like doing it on the ground is actually going to make it worse because you'll crash into something. What if it's wrong? What if the instructions are just wrong?
Then I wouldn't know what else to do here anyway.
You're doing it a little bit. Like, you're managing to get it, but only for, like, the slightest of moments. Like, are you sure? Are you holding down the accelerate as you do this?
I'm trying it both ways.
We're gonna have so much Stardust at the end of this.
Yeah, that is the one positive of this. Unless I punk out, unless I quit this, in which case we lose everything. With magical heavy braking occurs, press P immediately.
No, I'm taking. Magical turning, right?
Yeah.
Does not seem like anyone has written up how do you do magical turning.
I've done this before. swear, I have the full save file in reserve. Hold on,
Game has a 17 on Metacritic.
Yeah.
3.3 user score.
I'm stuck on something. Oh, there we go.
Critic out of 15 critic reviews, 15 are negative.
Yeah, we may need to read reviews, like I said. Video Game King saying, tilt L slightly in the opposite direction to the turning direction. I've been trying every direction of analog stick here.
Yes, I'm gonna buy this game.
Yeah,
I'm gonna.
Believe it or not, I recommend it. It's fun for 2 hours.
Well, I'm doing that so we can get through the stream. So unless we load Parsec and you just hand me the controller.
I can do that. You want to give it a go. I am not going to be the one to stop you.
Alright, let me launch Parsec.
Let's figure out how to configure a second controller in this on the Switch 2.
Yeah. Switch 2 had built-in Parsec. Can you believe it? That is like amazing shit. Oh, I gotta launch Parsec though.
Does anyone have any questions in the chat?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, as in, absolutely ask us questions.
All right.
Oh, I need to not have the stream up while I'm. Okay, that's better.
All right.
Do I have control? I don't.
Yeah, I just heard your controller enable, so I'm going to give it to you now.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Right. That's okay. Controllers. Yeah. Got it. Okay. So let me see. Which one is go? Oh, this. Man, when you put it on violent vibration, you weren't kidding.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's break. Okay.
Mm-hmm. I've never been fall over. That's how it is.
That's boost. Alright. Now, I didn't say I would get it first try.
No, of course not. No,
I never claimed that. Alright, let's see. So. Need a bit to.
I'm a little afraid of heights. Can't be helped now. Shouldn't become a witch.
Yeah. Okay, so I can confirm this is not like Mario Kart.
No. Ocean, look, beautiful stars. I'm with you.
Try this. The magical heavy girl's heavy braking press B immediately, or when turning, while turning, release B a little. So release B a little, but when turning, then I.
Is it like pressure sensitive?
No, the Switch does not have pressure sensitive face buttons. Strange. Maybe this is magical turning. You just turn.
I wish.
Retry that? Okay. Wow, this is a head scratcher. When tilt, how to keep magical turning. Tilt left slightly in the opposite direction. Oh, okay.
You know what's great is that, like, I wanted to mention this point. I was going to save it for later, but, you know, since we've been here for so long as it is, the thing about, like, you know, Japanese indie games at a certain point is that they're a lot of them center around, like, one very specific mechanic, right? And mastery over, like, a very limited but, like, unique set of tools. And North American indies have sort of taken more cues from that recently. where back in the day, like, North American indies were all just very, like, I don't want to say derivative, but they were absolutely fucking derivative of, you know, other successful, licensed, you know, major products, right? You know, like, let's make Super Mario Bros, but harder, right? Whereas, you need to get some, what is fuel gauge E? It means empty. You need to get some fuel.
Oh, right. Where's fuel? There it is.
Yep.
Okay. Alright. I have noticed something.
What have you noticed?
I've noticed that I'm more likely to get it if I'm kind of hammering on B, which is telling me that... It's telling me something. I don't know what that is. Alright, chat, load up Parsec.
You had it for like a 23rd of a second.
Okay. I'm trying to do some weird shit with... What if it is wrong? Yeah, that's what I was saying. What if we don't do this? As this specific mission, just move on, because, we have been doing this for about 20 minutes.
Yeah. But there's so many Stardust to collect.
I know. Alright. I'm trying to do so many different things right now.
Yeah! Welcome to my life. Welcome to what I've been doing for the past 20 minutes.
Maybe Match only works if we're playing shitty Eurobeat. Not bad.
Life, it never die. Witches are my favorite sky. Vroom, I'm wanting more. Pelko Shin. Magic turn.
I will figure this out. Oh, shit. Too far. Alright. Alright. Okay.
Yeah, there you go.
Alright.
Look at the lesson guide again.
This time we'll figure it out.
They're doing it in midair. I was thinking, like, you know, is there going to be a difference between doing it on the ground or doing it in the air? But it looks like they're doing it in the air.
Press it slightly in the opposite direction. In the turning direction.
I wonder if it would be easier for the arcade joystick or something. Like, it's...
Give me a second.
So here's the problem. Here's what I think the issue is. They're telling you to do it while doing a magical break. The magical break kills your momentum so quickly that how are you supposed to have time to do anything else?
Yeah, like, the second I do a magical break... You say magical heavy braking or just magical braking? Wrong thing. Switch, yeah. Right. It says magical heavy braking. I mean, or just while turning... That's so weird. While turning, release B a little. You're not holding B while you're just regular turning.
I'm going to take back control for a second. I want to try something.
Okay. I also have an idea.
I think we probably have the same idea, but...
We definitely don't have the same idea.
Yeah. I got it for a second. There is no braking involved at all here. My finger is not even brushing against the brake button. I'm going into a turn, I'm letting go, and then picking back up on the accelerator.
I think the controls were wrong. I think the thing was wrong.
I still need to do this for 5 seconds, but...
Okay, so I can confirm that was wrong. On the lesson guide, that was incorrect.
Yeah. They're telling you to do things that just are not it. I am accelerating, beginning a turn, letting go, hitting the turn again, and I need to just waggle the stick in such a way as to extend this. I was just going left and right on the analogs. Like I was just fanning it left and right. Jesus Christ, Charkie.
We didn't get to try my idea then. Which was actually your idea, which was I got an arcade stick out.
Alright, well, stream over. We beat the game. Oh, wait, there's still 4 more of these. These ones are going to be considerably easier, I think.
Alright, you no longer need my help. I'll disconnect.
Let's get the 3 Stardust with Magical Rocket. Magical Rocket will fire with the Y button. When Koshin is near the player, it will automatically track the nearest targets.
How long do you think this is going to take?
2 seconds. No, like, straight up. Like, I will have this, like, instantaneously. Yeah. This is the key mechanic of the game. This is actually the big secret to, like, clearing stages in, like, short order. Is just, instead of driving into things...
Alright, Cass, I no longer need a business expense $10.
Okay. Did this sour you on the game in general, too, or...? Because it wasn't my intention to.
Not sure yet. I played... Granted, like, you gave me the... Not you gave me. I asked to play the worst part of the game.
Let's occur magical collision avoidance 3 times. Somersault occurs when you turn L stick up, down, and press X button. Magical collision avoidance occurs if you run towards an obstacle and do somersault just before you clash. A and B.
I feel like I was watching someone play Skyrim, and then I asked them, hey, can I do a lockpick?
I'm a fairy. What's going on? What's going on? That's not it. That's a good object. Let's try... Let's go back to the skyscraper. I got lucky over there. Or this could work. There we are.
Shine your light. What?
That was a delayed reaction on that crash. I was driving into that wall for like a full second before it's like, magical failure? Yeah, that's a magical failure. Oh, I sent that bus fucking flying. Alright, fuck the mission. We're just sending these buses fucking flying. Here, bussy. Right. Yeah, there we go.
Oh, Jesus.
They've gone to a place I can't follow them. Oh no! I went to a place the camera couldn't follow.
Don't fuck up a witch. Jeez.
Is it press X while tilting up or down? I'm doing that.
Now, do you know what X is in this case?
Yes, it is the boost button. I'm doing it.
Okay.
There we go. Okay. So it's like pressing down on the analog stick at the same time that you're tapping the button. So it's like doing both actions at once. Let's occur magical turning and getting star 3 times while getting Stardust during magical turn.
Oh, good.
Magical turning and getting star occurs if you click Stardust during the magical turn. Okay. I think I'm gonna get this. I'm not worried anymore. I'm not afraid anymore. Especially if I just stutter step it. Like, I don't even need to, like, do it for, like, more than, like, a half a second.
I can't believe that, like, just this basic ass tutorial, they just tell you the wrong button.
Yeah, that's impressive.
They had the wrong button on the screen 3 different times.
Yes. Okay, I need to do a little longer. There we go.
What's weird is if this was any other console, they would have given you...
That
would have been the correct button.
Maybe they developed this with an Xbox 360 controller in mind, and then the Switch was just a last-minute decision. That is not what happened. Let's occur magical turning and thrilling. I should mention PlaySoft made all their games for, like, they started, like, on the DS or 3DS or Wii or something. One of those previous Nintendo consoles. They've always been a Nintendo developer. And this is, I think, only, like, the second of their games to get released in North America. And there was a third one after this. And I don't know if they exist anymore. Their website, I checked earlier today, it is down. Like, it's a Cloudflare DNS error, so VoiceOff might be kaput. Soft. Let's occur magical turning and thrilling 3 times with passing the nearby obstacles during magical turn. Magical turning and thrilling occurs if you pass near an object during magical turn. Alright, so we're just weaving.
But, alright. Attention to drowsy riding, okay?
No need to worry.
That's
You
why
know,
I
what's
have a
great is
right
that this
here.
is not a racing game. I don't know if these are racing techniques. Game ain't about racing. There's no point where we'll need to weave through objects. That's it.
Well, if you ever needed to, now you know how.
Also, I like how it says reward
take
1,000. The reward is actually 10,000, so they got that wrong too.
You can take these skills into real life.
Yeah, I'm gonna take these right on the road. Start getting high scores in the highway. Alright, magical girl's work. Let's understand what a magical girl's work is like. Did that. My first job, we did that. The Win Terraco. Magical driving skill test part 2. This is what we're going for. We're getting proficiency magical girl. That is still the goal. Let's see how much we can buy. Let's exchange Stardust and Motorcycle here. We have 1,327,351 Stardust. The most expensive thing is 2 million Stardust. Yeah, we'll save up a little bit. Have a nice day. Let's get into some actual levels now, huh? How about that?
All right, folks.
2, 3, 4,
Welcome to the stream.
5,
We're just
6,
starting.
7, 8. 8 stages. It is a wonderful night sky where the moon is beautiful, suitable for you for the first time to fly the sky. Night sky, the lovely. Here's all the unlockables. And these unknown ones, these are milestone rewards. So as we continue to clear stages and buy these bikes, they will give us bonus vehicles. Do you have a color preference for the bike?
Oh, purple.
Alright, can do.
100%, yeah.
Okay.
They're really, like, devoted to the bike thing. I didn't see a single broom. Granted, it's on your back, but...
There is only tree. That's how it is. So this is the gameplay. We are flying through rings.
So I see why you like this game.
Yes.
Noted Superman 64 enjoyer.
Yes. Where's that
Notice
last
you didn't
one?
fly through that one, you just, like, shot that ring.
Yeah, that is the secret, is that if something is far away... This one's behind a tree, so I'm gonna have to actually, like, round it. Yep. And now I just need to go to the exit. Which, is that not the exit there? That's the exit there. Give me 5. Can't just shoot the exit, unfortunately. We do have to actually go through it.
1/8 through the game.
45,000 Stardust for that.
Oh, that's right, we are 100% here. So.
Yes. But that means we're going to replay some of these stages several times over. So, be ready for that.
You gotta find... Alright, so that point we will go through the reviews, I think.
Yes. I already kind of want to buy a new bike after... The speed and power on this is rough. Let's see how far away we can hit these rings.
Oh, shooting star.
It's just your imagination. Shooting stars aren't real. Magic is real, but shooting stars are fake as hell.
Don't believe in superstitious things like that. Now get on your flying motorcycle and let's shoot some stars.
Yeah. Watch out for rival magical girls.
Desert. I like dessert.
Alright.
What's the lore? I've been poisoned by FromSoft games, and now I need to know lore for everything.
Is there a camel here? I've never seen here. Tucked. So it's World Without Camels. That's the first piece of lore. And it actually dates back to an ancient text that you'll find, like, hidden somewhere that refers to the... Oh, never mind. Forget that bit.
Oh, fuck.
Cutie magical girl shining star. The moon of tonight is my friend.
So we weren't imagining a shooting star. It's called foreshadowing.
One of these has to hit. There we go. And let's knock her out the game. It's me, Desert Princess. Say something.
Like an Ace Combat fight. No survivors. Magic emotica shit. I don't even know if I said the name of that anime right.
Madoka Magica. Or something. I can
well, no, in Japan, the first name, the last name reversed, so I had it right.
Damn it!
You get it right next time, Cash. Don't worry.
I think there's a point where she says, like, screw you. She's a vulgar little witch. There's the gate all the way over there. Never stop boosting. Yeah, we're aiming for the magical gate, Koshi.
How hard do you think it would be to make, like, a VaatiVidya style lore breakdown of this game?
Well, I mean,
particularly making shit up whole cloth, obviously, as you would need to do.
That's almost easier in a way, because you can just rattle off any nonsense. Now I am the wind. This refers to the fact that she is a wind incarnate. That she...
I would just need to, like, work on my Betty by Time Australian accent.
Night sky of the strange town. It is the night sky of a town where there is a mysterious and strange atmosphere somewhere. Not in the town, I guess, just somewhere.
Do you want to buy a new bike? No, I guess not.
I want to just get the best bike out the gate. I feel like we can collect stars and...
I feel like I try to do that in a lot of games I play. I take that attitude, and then at a certain point I realize I'm just punishing myself.
Making the game more miserable for yourself needlessly, like denying yourself the potential enjoyment of the game by trying to min-max it. I'm not speaking from any experience on this end. Clearly that's something I would never do.
And then it would actually be easier to just buy the better thing and grind using that.
I'm the kind of person who conserves items, like anything that's consumable in the game, I'm afraid of using. And so I saved them all for like the final boss of the game. And then by that point, like I was playing Baldur's Gate 3 and I didn't use a single potion throughout the entire game, I think. Because I was concerned, like, I might need these later. I might need these 20 potions of animal speaking when I fight the final boss. What if the final boss sends, like, an animal after me that I can do a speech check against or something? There's no way of knowing. So I
you ever do that and then not realize that you're fighting the final boss?
Yes, that has absolutely happened before, so... That's a freeway. I suppose so.
Potion's very, sort of not here in the moment.
I blew it. Teehee! Same as usual, Suki. Don't call me Suki.
Coachin' or coachin'? Because I want to call him coachin' because he's a coach.
That's what I think. Around this corner somewhere. It's me, a popular person. Me too. God, I wish that were me.
I feel that's how you introduced yourself when I met you.
Hey, I'm Cass, I'm pretty cool. And you probably said something self-deprecating, because that's your character, and... How dare you?
I've been thinking about bringing back my catchphrase, sorry for being here.
It is a good bit, but... I don't know. Ah, fuck it. You know, do what you want. Do what your heart tells you, like I say. Do it for the bits. Night Sky, the fact... I'm gonna buy a fucking bike after that conversation we had.
Yeah. At least a little better. Okay, what's the best bike?
2 million. We're making 50,000 per mission.
Just buy a cheap, better bike, and then just something slightly better than the thing you have. And then you'll grind it out. So you're making 50,000 per mission?
Yeah.
Buy something that's like 50,000, and then grind the rest out.
These are all 100,000. But I'm gonna buy
I was misreading it.
Anyway.
I'll buy all of them, because then you're gonna have to...
Well, I need to buy all of them eventually. See?
Well,
now I can fly Night Sky of the Resort Mood.
Oh, okay, I see. Wait, is that a bike, or is that a place?
I will show you. It is a place, I think, because it is not one of these. I've yet to unlock those.
Alright, so what's your best?
I'm going to say the Magical 90. Do it in purple. Oh, rainy night.
Video Game King says that we are having actual progression here in terms of game design because we started in the desert with no obstacles, and now we're in like cities and stuff.
Yeah, they're changing up the locales. There's tile sets, as we would call it.
Like I will give it the fact that like it is not like some games that I have definitely played where it's just like the same 3 levels cycled over and over again.
It is in terms of gameplay, but
sure, but at least in terms of the looks.
Yes.
Granted, at the end of the day, they're all still in the sky.
And we are Vrooming.
Yes, I mean as advertised, so you can't fault the game for that.
Truth in advertising.
How's this bike feel compared to your scooter?
It's a little more rumbly. I'll tell you what. Like I can feel like there's a difference in the feedback, in the vibrate, even without the benefit of full HD rumble, of only having standard definition rumble. Put it inside the warehouse. It may be empty. Stardusts are all hers. Not if I have anything to say about that.
What is this girl's problem?
She's just like a rival. She might have a crush on us. You know, tsundere.
You ever declare a rival IRL?
Yes, I have, as a matter of fact. Oh no, I'm out of, I can't shoot anymore. It costs more to shoot in this bike.
It's me. I loves Factory.
I know. There's one thing I know about her is that she loves Factory. You know what? I'm gonna let her live because I don't know where the nearest fuel area is.
I think it's to your...
Oh, there it is. They put an indicator up. The air is polluted. Cough, cough. Cough, cough. Can we make it?
Hey.
What's inside the Tanakh?
You'll make it.
There is some magical gas in the tank. It is a lie. Oh, Cochin. At least they admitted it. Service, follow me. Service is such a clam. That's the name of her, Cochin, by the way.
Oh.
Don't you dare.
What's inside the Tanakh?
Tanakh.
Oh, really? Ah, I can't believe I fell that twice.
Yeah. You know, they say, fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. Fool me twice.
I always felt like that phrase should just keep going.
Shine
like,
your light.
What happens if you fool me 3 times? 4 times? 5 times? At what point do I need to go to the hospital?
I'd say somewhere around time number 4. So the big thing here, if we want to get more money, is doing the time bonuses, which necessitates having the faster bikes. Night Sky, the ocean. No, there's Night Sky, the resort mood.
So at some point you're going to have to buy things just to unlock the later levels.
6, 7, 8. Yeah. The sea spreads all over. The sea breeze is wrapping around you. None of these are faster. I want to make sure I hadn't unlocked any of these without recognizing it or noticing it at first. Hey, no, fuck, let's move to the shop.
I feel like it would have, like, alerted you.
I should not have bought all those bikes before.
Yeah, I told you to buy 1 bike.
A seemingly ordinary scooter, but a ridiculous magical bike with a powerful magic engine. I'm gonna do it!
Alright.
Now I can fly the sky.
It's gonna be our bike for a while.
It sure is. Night Sky, the ocean. Alright. Let's feel that difference between 3 and 4 or whatever.
Avapaz says, this game looks like a tribute to Superman 64.
Yeah, no, the rings definitely... This feels way better.
Yes. Having played it just for a little bit, even as frustrated as I was of trying to do that thing that the instructions were wrong about, this is, like, way better to play than that.
Yes. Magical Girl is a comfortable job. Did you?
Now listen. Other languages are hard.
Yes.
Trying to learn a language that's not yours and trying to parse, especially English, because English is a weird ass language. Topical.
Yeah, no, I can't learn Japanese. I've tried. Yeah. God knows I've tried.
So this might come across as condescending, but there's something very charming about reading something that's, it ain't right, but they're going for it.
They tried.
There's a confidence in, like, yeah, we got this.
I'm gonna let her. Wait, hold on. As long as she's there, I'll dump a bunch of. And if she dies, she dies. No.
It's one of the things I like best, like in fighting games, where, like, in between screens, like Guilty Gear Strive does this, amongst many other games, where they'll just be a mountain of text in English, like between rounds or on different parts of the UI. And, like, does it make sense? Yeah, sometimes it makes sense, sure. But there's no way anyone is going to read that. It is just there for the sake of, like, looking cool.
Yeah.
If you look at... In Guilty Gear Strive, specifically, that's why I brought this up. If you look at the round timer in the top of the screen, it'll say, like, whatever, like, 65 seconds left. And then under that, in tiny text, it says Guilty Gear Strive, I believe. And under that, there is a full paragraph of English text that is completely unreadable because they tried to fit it into, like, I don't know, 50 pixels.
Yeah. Well, the thing about, like, English in Japan is obviously, like, it's used as a functional language, because we kind of force them to do it. But at the same time, it is considered very stylish. The lettering, they just think it looks cool. And so that is why you get so many arbitrary. I got stuck outside the map, I think.
Nope.
Oh, no, there we go.
Oh, you're back.
Wonder if tonight is her friend. I think there was a question in the chat. Would you mind to read that for me? Also, I ran out of gas because I'm an idiot and I did not punch it properly.
Okay. Frappe Fiasco asks, so I had to check out, missed a lot of the early stream. Has Cass given an opinion that does this game deserve the hate? It seems to have a lot of charm, at least, and good music.
Yeah, I don't hate this game. It's impossible to hate this game. Or I guess it's not impossible. Plenty of people do it. I think they're...
We'll get to those reviews later.
Yeah, I kind of want to show the value prospect of this. Because this is a game that requires, like, that you're going to want to play to completion, that you want to get your money's worth out of it,
I would like to experience this with, like, the HD Rumble, because, God knows, pretty much everybody gave up on that immediately for the Switch.
Peekaboo. No kidding. Oh, come on. Boo. Boo! Come on!
You can't boost.
Give me 5. Okay. This time for sure. Here goes our time bonus. In the sky. It is a sky. It is a completely sky.
This is 100% sky. You can't get more sky than this.
No more sky. No man's... Oh, there's 20.
Oh, this is absolute sky. Alright, defend AWACS. Incoming bogeys.
Pull up! Pull up! This is a fun stage.
Synfaxi is launching. Dive below 300 meters. Now!
Only problem is that if I run out of fuel up here, it's going to be a long way down.
I think if there's a bad Ace Combat game you could play.
Top
now you
Gun
can play
on
Ace
PSP.
Combat. Now that I've said, yep. I wish Top Gun on PlayStation 1 was, like, more interesting to watch, because the FMVs sure are.
Yeah, it's one of those cases where you're doing it just for the cutscenes. There's a lot of bad games, or, quote-unquote bad games, that are competent games, but they have, like, these charming cutscenes that people conflate with, like, quality because they're, like, hamily acted or whatever.
When you say conflate with quality...
Where people say that the quality of the cutscenes is somehow determinant of the quality of the actual product, where they misconstrue, like, B comedy and cheesy acting, like... The classic example being, like, the original Resident Evil. I don't think anyone would say the original Resident Evil is, like, a bad game. We're obviously well past that point of people, like, having that take. But there's absolutely people who would be like, these cutscenes are so bad, like, completely, like, forgetting the fact that it's like, no, those were done knowingly. They were trying to do, like, B-movie schlock. Like, that was the goal, and they hit it completely. This might be a good stage for grinding out once we get some other bikes.
Well, you're gonna have to grind now, because, it's it until you do.
How fast can we do this first stage? Anything else reminded of the Monster Party essay?
I don't think I know what essay you're referring to.
Yeah, I don't know either. I don't do any reading.
You just write words like you don't, expect anyone to read them.
No, I really don't. Like, the fact that anyone follows me on the internet for the content I produce, be it this or the essays, is still something of, like, a miracle to me. It's still something of a curiosity to me.
I feel that way about drawings, for me. Like, if I put my commissions up for sale and then someone wants to buy one, I'm like, really? Alright, your funeral.
I mean, I can't stop you. I pressed the wrong button again. I still don't have the hang of the A and B. We're just beating our records on these old stages, is what we're up to now.
Oh, that's a thing that I want to check. The thing I think I've checked maybe for every sim we've done, which is it on speedrun.com?
I think you would. There's probably, right?
It's listed. There are 3 people on there. Oh, there's actually several categories. I'm sorry, so more than 3 people. If you want to do the New Game Plus record, it is 4 minutes and 44 seconds.
I imagine that's just clearing every stage and using, like,
yes,
the best vehicles available to you. For me,
and
like,
we're doing it here tonight.
The only category that matters here is, as far as I'm concerned, is time to get the final achievement, to get your, like, Magical Girl license.
That be all memories?
Yes.
Timing starts on selecting No on the tutorial offer menu.
I can now drive the magical car.
Nice. And just so you know, the record on all memories is 39 minutes and 20 seconds.
Ah! Look at this fucking thing.
Oh, fuck, that's awesome. Now, are you going to ride on top of the car? That is my hope, that you're just sitting on the car. Yes!
Good call in the shot there. Oh my god, it's so fast.
Folks, this game is $10 on Switch if you want to go buy it.
Oh, this is a news update. This is a Bad Game Hall of Fame breaking news. Even though it happened a few months ago. The Popeye game on Switch got delisted at a certain point. Probably owing to, like, King Feature Syndicate. But also, Saber, they made that game, right? I forget. I wrote a whole article on Popeye, and I already forgot what the name of the developer for that game was.
I could look it up.
They took down a couple of their other games, too, and no one noticed those going down. So it might be more than just a King Features Syndicate thing. It might be that someone finally wised up to the fact that they're stealing assets and stuff. Oh my god, the time bonuses. Okay. Alright, we're in the money now.
Alright, Sabec Limited.
Sabec, thank you, yes.
I would not know how to find what games got delisted, though.
I think it was that and Rainbow Corn were the 2 that I noticed. Oh my god. This is so fast. I love it.
This is how you're gonna get that speed run.
Yeah. And there's better stuff than this. I lost 11,000 points at the end because I hit my head against the ring, and I took a massive penalty.
I have an idea, if you're down for it.
Yes?
The way to end this stream is New Game Plus rules. Play through all the levels once, and we see how close you get to getting a record. Or where on the leaderboard you would stand. Because it seems really fucking fast.
That's the thing about these games, is the other thing about, like, Japanese indie games and the doujin game scene is that, like, time to completion, like, this, like, the idea of, like, you're gonna replay this game a bunch of times until you've completely mastered it, and then you're gonna, like, record your time. You're just gonna beat the game as quickly as possible, and that is, like, where a lot of the replay incentive comes from. Uh-oh. I miscalculated. I wonder if I can I trick it? Can I...
Ooh.
Yeah.
Move, though.
We're out of gas, but I
gauge.
think I can... Oh my god, I was so close! That would have been so dope, though.
Yeah, I saw what you were doing. The vehicles get better than this? Because this one rules.
Yeah. I have to keep an eye on my boost there, because I think that's the killer, the real killer on my gas meter. I think some of them are better economy. Yeah, that cost me 12 points to boost. 150 is our max speed when we're boosting. It is 110 when we're not boosting.
Yeah, you gotta be economical with your boost, I guess. Breaking that record. Okay, is now a good time to start going through some reviews?
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, so, as I said, on Metacritic, it's got a 17, which is overwhelming dislike. Out of 15 critic reviews, 15 are negative. The highest review was 40 from Gaming Trend. It says, while Vroom in the Night Sky isn't a spectacular game, there's no denying that I had some fun of it for the short-lived time I spent with the title. I just wish it could be more over the top of its presentation rather than dull and unoriginal for most of the ride.
It's
dull?
Cute. I wouldn't call this dull. I mean, I can see where you're coming from. It's very simple geometry and so forth, but I don't know. It's charming. I could get mad about this. It's a 3-person team. What do you want them to like? I don't want them to do cutting-edge graphics. I want them to do like simple graphics and like extra content. I want shorter games that look worse. I'm not kidding, etc. Whatever that.
Jordan Mallory quote. Let's see. Nintendo Life, who I generally go to for my Switch reviews, says...
What's the guy's name? Raw Meat Cowboy? Or Raw Vegan Cowboy or something like that? The guy who writes Nintendo... The guy who writes for Nintendo Life, their username is something like Raw...
Oh! I was not aware of that. That doesn't change that they make Switch reviews, so...
No, I know, I was saying that, like, I've sourced them on the site before. I've sourced Nintendo Life, and I've had to credit Raw Meat Vegan Cowboy, or whatever the fuck their name is.
So they gave it a 30. Vroom in the Night Sky offers so little content and such poor communication. Okay, I'll give them that, for sure, poor communication. That it's hard to think of any reason to recommend this to anyone. Technically, the game works. There are no major bugs or glitches. Levels and items unlock as you'd expect, and pressing accelerate makes your bike go forward. But that doesn't make it enjoyable. Steer clear of this one. Save your hard-earned cash for other titles deserving attention.
It's hard to drive through arches.
Let's go to the bottom here.
Yeah, the worst of the worst reviews.
The Destructoid gave it a 10.
Who wrote the review?
Let us find out. Put them on blast.
No, I think it's just good to source authors, regardless of what their take is.
Well, as that loads... Oh, okay. Jed Whittaker. Whittaker, sorry. I don't know how to read. They gave it a 10. Said... I guess it's 10% with Metacritic. The lowest of the low, there's no potential, no skill, no depth, and no talent. This game have... I'm reading it correctly. This game have nothing to offer the world, and will die lonely and forgotten.
Okay, this is sort of hyperbole shit I hate. Put that guy on blast, because that's just a shitty review.
Right.
That's shitty, just like... You don't need to result to personal attacks, especially when it's an indie. We unlocked the magical airliner. It has max speed and power.
Well, okay, well, you didn't need to go buy the best one. You have the best one. Okay, I'm taking a break because I need to see this. Good lord.
Actually, the same speed as the car, but the fuel economy is a little better.
Again, I love that you're riding on top of it.
Oh yeah, it's great. It was an inspired choice. They knew what they were doing.
I would have liked it though. If I had a suggestion for this particular one, is if it was a full-size plane and you were just like surfing it, and it was entirely impossible to do anything because you took up like the entire map.
They were inspired by that one mission from Bullet Witch.
Yeah.
I just realized the boost doesn't actually do anything. Look, at the boost, I'm already going 150, and I think that's...
Oh! Well, then
Nope.
you get to save... uh-oh.
She's having a tough time in the background of this right now. I wish I could minimize the scoreboard and see... Oh, there we go! Oh, now I can ride the magical broom.
Oh, really?
Well, first I want to take the plane to the sky, where it belongs. It can be among its brethren. It could be among its brothers and sisters in the sky.
Let's see. Mera Station gave it a 10 as well. 10%. Vroom in the Night Sky is probably the worst priced game right now on any console store.
It launched
Don't
at
even
$10.
look at it, it's very bad. Yeah. That is not the worst priced game based on value of game.
No, it is not.
I'm not even going to include Steam and their things that cost like $1,000.
Yeah.
Which, granted, it's not supposed to be like a consumer product, but still. And the lowest score is a 5% from 4players.de. Say, this is not the Nindy you're looking for. Stay away from this. The visuals are reminiscent of the N64 era.
Shut the fuck up. People
And
who say
there's
N64 graphics have no idea what the fuck they're talking about. Have not played N64 games. I could go off on that for like ever, but sorry, continue.
And there's hardly any game to be found. I guess for every yin like the excellent Voez, there has to be a yang like this, so the world stays in order. Voez, I believe, is a music game that also launched around, launch time for Switch.
I'm gonna ride this magical broom, by the way.
Alright, let's see. You should have been carrying like a motorcycle on your back. I do want to say something before I move on to some other reviews here.
By all means.
I'm curious, what vehicle does the world record use?
It could be any of these, because they all max out at 150, I think. Unless I'm actually going faster than 150 and they just can't indicate it.
It looks like the person who does the world record uses the broom.
I could have done that in under 30 seconds, but I realized quicker that there's only 8 keys to collect on that level. In fact, let's do it. I can do that one better. Charge out the gates.
Yeah, it looks like broom is the one that the speedrunners go for.
It also costs like nothing to boost with it, so that's probably why.
Yeah,
you can, like coming out of any turn, you can just like immediately boost.
All right. Well, I would like to move on to user reviews because what I find interesting is that it has a 3.3 based on. Oh wait, it changed. Wait, why did it change?
How do you
Okay.
mean?
So, when I'm on the main page for Vroom in the Night Sky, it says user reviews, 11 positive and 14 negative. And when I click on see all 25 user reviews, it changes to 31 positive, 3 mixed, and 75 negative. It's on 109 ratings.
Propagation error. That could just be like a database propagation error.
Or maybe it's like written reviews versus just score. Can you leave just a score on Metacritic and not write things? I wouldn't know. I don't leave reviews anymore. Especially not on like third-party things like Metacritic.
Yeah, I certainly gave that up. Oh, let's get a 1000cc magical bike. It is a fine senior magical if you can manipulate this ranked magic bike. Oh, in Night Sky of the Quiet District, let's break the Stardust Collection record. Okay, so I need to actually look at these. I need to do Night Sky of the Strange Town in under 40 seconds, and I'll get Magical Aircraft, which I guess is different from Magical Airliner. And then I've been 10,000 on this stage. Okay.
They're collecting the chat, so let me go back and check out on them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Verapaz says, to be honest, I like the graphics. Maybe the stages feel empty at times, but they're not bad. Yeah, they're. I think the graphics are doing what they're supposed to be doing here.
Yeah,
this is what they were going for.
They show you all the information you need to see. This is what I need to do in 40 seconds, I think.
Rapid Fiasco says, man, who can... sorry. Man, like, how can people be so mean to this game?
Yeah. Well, it's the thing where people, like, this was around the time of the Switch launch. That is the thing. People claimed that it was, like, rushed out to, you know, because they wanted to get it on the console. Like, they wanted to be one of the first ones. They wanted to make their money by people just, like, looking, blindly buying whatever was available on the... Fuck! There goes the, under 40 seconds.
Oh, you still... Get it. You got it.
But was this even the right stage? I don't... Oh, yeah, there it was.
Was it?
Now I can drive the magical chair!
Oh. You guys. There we go.
It's got dog shit stats, but...
Please sit in it, like, the wrong way. Please sit in it, like, backwards.
Yes!
Yes!
Charkie, how are you calling these shots? That's incredible. Alright, I need to collect over 10,000 Stardust here. So I think I'm gonna, like, deliberately play this level slowly and just, like... Time to... Oh, the
right.
rumble on this is completely different, by the way. It's a very light, low rumble. There's
I
no
almost
engine,
want to play
because
this...
it's a fucking chair.
I almost want to play this on Switch just to, like, kind of feel the rumble.
Yeah.
Again, like I said, because that was a fun little thing the Switch did, and then everyone decided, like, yeah, we're not going to put time into doing this. Why bother?
Yeah, I like those goofy little features that Nintendo puts into their consoles that get immediately dropped by everyone. You know, like the microphone in the Nintendo DS. Like, who was that for? Who thought it would be a good idea to have games where you need to shout into the microphone when the primary, like, purpose of that console is to play it, like, while you're on the bus or what have you, you know?
That happens with a lot of stuff too, like with Sony, like, you know, the new DualSense. I'm trying to find the name of it. It has, like, you know, also has, like, basically HD rumble. It has the adaptive trigger things. It has all these bells and whistles, and, like, who's using it? Who's really using it that much? Like, Sony's obviously using it when they put out their first-party stuff. But, like, it feels like... You know, Sony puts out, like, what was it called? Astro's Playground or something? That shows, like, this is all the stuff you can do. Like, you know, can feel how, like, you know, walking over these surfaces is going to feel different in your hands. And, like, how the adaptive triggers is going to make it feel like you're pulling back the bow. And then every other developer is like, oh, that's really cool. That's a lot of work, and we're just going to, you know, make a game instead. So, yeah. It's a shame, but yeah, it's a lot of extra work to put into something that has no real purpose other than going like, oh, that was kind of cool. So if they do put it in, it just kind of feels a little shoehorned.
And people
like,
don't want to be
accused. This gun is hurt. Yeah.
The other thing is that people don't want to be accused of being gimmicky. Gimmicky has become a dirty word in terms of, like, games and reviews. Like, as if it's a bad thing to have, like, charming or novel features. I say, give me every gimmick. I want all the gimmicks simultaneously. Never stop making gimmicks for games.
I will say, just as a tangent, I don't like the adaptive triggers on the DualSense because I can hurt my hands sometimes because I do a lot of drawing, I do a lot of playing games, and so, you know, sometimes my hands get worn out. I don't want triggers that are harder to press.
That is fair, probably.
Let's see. Oh, let me just finish catching up on the chat here.
I found a secret for getting tons of points. It's just tapping the A button over and over again, doing endless magical turning. Who'd have thought?
There we go.
Oh, someone subscribed.
Oh, yeah,
Soberdwarf subscribed. Thank you for subscribing, Soberdwarf. Oh, no. I'm very low on gas. This could be an issue.
Rapid Fiasco says, I love blowing through the microphone while I was on the train. I totally didn't look like an idiot. Yeah, I remember in college playing, like, I think it was, like, New Super Mario Brothers on the DS, and they had those mini games, and some of them were like, blow into the mic. And there I am sitting in the student union with just, like, this thing up to my face going... let's see. What happens when you run out of fuel in the sky level?
We can absolutely test that. I think it was just 10,000. Was it 10,000 or 100,000? That is the problem. That's why I've stayed on this stage. It couldn't be 100,000 that they want us to collect over the course of a single stage. I think
was it 1 million?
I don't think it was. This also might be the wrong stage, and I'm just a complete fucking moron, so...
Bob Neater asks, how do you actually unlock the final stage?
By clearing milestones as far as the memories are concerned. And buying vehicles is a good way to do it, too. I think it's a combination of the two. I think their memory's tied to buying the vehicles. I think it's specifically what it is.
Vidrpaz says, I see this game having its own article on the website itself.
I would need to know
Possibly?
something about the developers. I would need to know, like, some sort of story about the developers. Night Sky, The Strange Town... Oh, I need to do that level in 40 seconds. That's what the...
Oh, okay. Well, cool. Peter King says, the more this game goes on, the more I appreciate the intentionality behind the design. The core appeal is finding...
Oh, it is 100,000! Look at this! Okay, so this bottom tier here... Sorry, I need...
All 100,000.
Yeah, but it's 100,000 all these stages. I think the way to do that is just to beat the speed record. I think that counts. Or will count as.
There you go.
So it's just... Okay, Ocean, Factory... I'm just gonna do Strange Factory Ocean. Sorry if I've interrupted like a dozen times here, but... Strange Ocean...
I think I'm gonna move on to user reviews. Okay. Can I order these in terms of... Yes, user score. Alright. So you have your zeros, as you do. Not at all hyperbolic, you know,
no, never on Metacritic.
Game.
Really smart, like, classy people on there, in my experience.
Such stuff like too much like Sonic 06, Sonic Boom, Superman 64, Just Dance 2015, Just Dance 2014, Just Dance 2013. Fucking Just Dance hater in the chat. Someone's just saying,
Well, that's a quote from the game. Okay, and I confirm
that's garbage.
that beating the mission super quickly gets you a bunch of Stardust, and that therefore unlocks everything all at once. So I got both things I needed on that at the same time.
Anyway.
Oh, I gotta unlock the bench. I gotta play the bench next level.
I'm not even gonna take a guess on with the bench.
It might be like Yara Naika, where she's like unzipping her jacket or something. That's what I would do. That's an old school, like, two-shandy.
I mean, it's got to be it has to be, like, facing forward, so lengthwise. So, I mean, I don't know. I can't even guess. Unless she's, like, riding it like a bobsled or something, but that's not gonna happen. Alright, so anyway, zeros. Whatever, that's why it has a 3.3. I wanted to look at the 10 out of 10s. Because every positive review is a 10. Except for one, which is a 9.
The 10s are usually sarcastic, so, you know, it's gonna be hilarious, I'm sure. Best game, I became a magical girl, 10 out of 10. 11 out of 10 from IGN, or whatever.
Yeah, you're not too far off. Vrooming in the Night Sky is fun, because I don't know what in the world vroom is, and I think it's a new word that I have yet to discover, so I gave it a 10 out of 10 for perfect English. Vroom is a fucking onomatopoeia that has been around forever.
Yes.
My dude.
Like, of all the things to hone in on... Alright, I need to actually get better at the stage, so I'm gonna do the vroom one more time.
What the fuck is a sky?
Yeah, what is in? When you in the hot food, or whatever that fucking... I'm not able to remember the parse, the weird language on that old reference I'm making there.
OMFG, this game is amazing. From the moment you boot this game up, it screams AAA title. I have over 100 hours in this game, and there's still things I haven't discovered. I haven't managed to find any bugs at this moment, and is hoping for this game to got you. So yeah, they're equally insufferable.
Yeah. Fuck, I keep missing. My magical missiles are not, like, hitting the targets I want them to hit. This is a tough stage for the fact that, like, trying to shoot them from a distance is not, like, serving me. I just need to maybe, like, drive into some of them. Figure out which ones I need to drive into, figure out which ones that I need to shoot at. We need to do it in 40 seconds, and I'm not hitting that mark.
Alright. Would you like... Rapid Fiasco says, sarcastic positive reviews the lowest form of humor. Yeah. You're not far off from the truth, for sure.
Yeah, that is accurate statement as far as I'm concerned.
Would you like to hear the 9 out of 10?
Yeah, sure. If it's an actual, like...
How many paragraphs are you up for here?
How many are there?
3.
Go till you think it stops being interesting, or if it starts being mean, or whatever.
Say stop when you ready for me stop.
Okay.
Alright. This review's from Wario. I saw footage of the Japanese version on the eShop, and I wasn't quite sure what to think of Vroom in the Night Sky. Now it's been released in English, and I know the name of it. I saw it in the eShop and bought it right away, despite eyeing 2 other similarly...
Oh my god, I was so close to 40
eShop
seconds!
titles.
Fuck!
Oh
Sorry.
god. Alright. This is a very niche game, kawaii art style, and very silly dialogue. The gameplay itself isn't too deep. Riding right around a flying motorcycle, collecting crystals and stars, stop your rival from getting crystals, reach the goal. There's practically no drifting in the game, which is quite odd. I mean,
someone didn't learn how to magical turn. Someone got flummoxed.
Granted, granted, the instruction was wrong. The control scheme is very tight. If you turn, it's a quick turn. If you brake, the bike stops right away. The rumble feature in this game is also worth noting, as it feels like a motor revving up inside your Joy-Con, which unfortunately we can't test here. You will either love this game or hate it. Priced at $10, this is a great buy, especially if you have a young daughter. I guarantee any young girl will love this game. It's easy, fun, music is very pleasant. My only gripe is there isn't too much content, but as to be expected of this kind of game. The visuals are perfect, very reminiscent of the 32-64-bit era, even on the positive.
That's...
Disagree.
Yeah, hard disagree on that.
But without the graphical clipping, etc. I am quite surprised and also pleased that a game like this was localized. Greatest in the Switch lineup. See, that was wholesome.
This is the
9 out of 10.
Aircraft, by the way, versus the Magical Airliner. I'm gonna give this a go. Because the handling is really good, apparently. Maybe that's what I need in this fucking stage. She is just hanging on for dear life right now.
I mean, if you want the best result, I think the Vroom is the way to go.
Yeah, but I do also want to demo all the vehicles, and I'm just doing that while I'm grinding. Yeah, this one, it doesn't let me shoot that one from a distance for whatever reason. I think these two I need to physically do too. Okay, there we go. That's the proper route.
Yeah, Video Game King says that sounds sincere. Yeah, I think that 9 out of 10 is definitely like sincere.
Yeah, that was a legit review, and it was decently written. It did the thing where it said, like, here's who I think would like this game, which I always like to see in a review. If you're thinking about, like, a target audience when you're writing a review, you're probably on the right track. Magical Bus or Magical Bench? What do you want to see first?
I need to see the bench.
Yeah, we need to know. We need answers. She's going to be laying on it. That's going to be my guess.
Yeah, I was thinking, like, bobsledding on it.
Yes!
Yeah. Alright, not the way I saw it in my head, but good.
It's very slow, unfortunately. So we're not going to be getting any speed records here. I already forgot what the other stage I need to actually do is, like, for memory stuff. Wind feels good. Wait, that mountain doesn't have anything. It's these mountains over here. Nebula says, Vroom in the Night Sky says no to hostile architecture.
They also said, I expected this game to look both better and worse than it does.
That's a fair statement. I understand where you're coming from when you say that. I feel like I've been, like, slacking on commentary because I'm kind of just vibing with the game now at certain points. Oh, wait, how are we going to get through the fucking gate here? This could be an issue with the width of this.
Gotta Austin Powers this thing.
There we go.
Oh, there you go.
We weren't too
not
big.
that bad.
Have to go back to the title screen to see some of the memories here. What do we need to unlock? Gotta buy a 1000cc bike. Ocean speed. And that will... Oh, wait, okay. Night Sky of the Chaos is the last stage, so to unlock that stage, we need to go to the shop. How much do we have?
You probably have a lot, right?
Not enough to buy these. The 1,000 ones that we actually... Wait, hold on. 1,300 max. Yes, okay.
There you go.
And I got a bunch of Stardusts, apparently. Wait, did I get rewarded Stardust for that?
No, I think that might have been a...
I think it's just like cumulative collection.
Yes,
thing, yeah.
Yes.
Well, what matters is that we got that trophy there, which means we get the last stage. Then we just got to do speed on ocean. Then we'll play the last stage, and then we have to buy the rest of the bike. So we still need to make money.
Right.
But I want to unlock that magical train. Oh boy, that does look like chaos. Is it a night sky when you cannot understand something at all? What on earth is this night sky? Only one way to find out. I'm gonna do it for speed. We'll come back to the bus later.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna take my broom with me. This is kind of weirdly apocalyptic, isn't it?
Yeah. Waiting for the icon of sin to start stomping through.
To win this game, you must defeat me. Whatever the name of the rival magic schoolgirl is.
Shooting Star, I think.
I was gonna say Teruka, I think, or something like that. Something with a T. Or is that our girl? You know, there really hasn't been, like, you know... Okay. Let's think about improvements for this game. I think this game could use, like, some classic, like, cutscenes, cutaway cutscenes where it's character portraits talking to each other. I think this game would have earned those. And, you know, say what you will about whatever the grammar or the syntax on it would be. I don't care. I think it's just, like, to have, like, an actual story. And that's very cheap to add. That doesn't, like, that's not, like, a costly addition at all.
Shining Star.
I figured we might as well defeat her. It is the last stage, so...
Time to finish the fight.
It's me, Chaotic Beauty. Oh man, you look pale. Are you okay? A few different things happening there at once. Alright, now where's the exit? There it is. Yeah, I think some semblance of story. And it could be a complete piss-take story. I mean, who cares? It is just the idea of, like, adding, like, some sort of, like, content to it. You know what I mean?
Is this the one you need to do?
I've done everything. Or wait, no, did I do everything? I definitely did
No,
not
you have
do
one... You have one other, like, speed one.
Ocean. Okay, I'm 2 seconds off in my time here. I can tighten that up. Yeah, I'm already doing much better. I think I missed one of the ones I meant to collect early. That might come back to bite us. Yeah, what else? What you come up with an idea. What would you add to this game or change about this game?
Okay. Think of like a real... It's more expensive, but voice acting.
Yeah.
I would like to hear these characters talk.
Oh, God. So...
Yeah, close.
Yeah, I know my problem was my route. I went around a circuitous way. Hold on. Oh, I was just getting the Stardust. I already have the... I want to get under 40 seconds. This is a point of personal pride, though.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to start by going... Well, click this one in the center. It missed!
If there's an improvement, I think like a better drift.
A better drift. And I'm going to say that the homing... Replace these homing missiles with maybe, like, controlling it in some sort of way. Like, actually, like, being able to aim the missiles. Because having to rely on the game to, like, automagically, if you will, hit the targets, it is very hit or miss. Like, you can see I'm traveling faster than the bullets in a lot of cases, too.
Yeah.
Maybe speed them up in general. It's like,
you are on the fastest thing. But
yeah, but even still... Like, the fact that, like, I can fire these point blank and miss it several times in several attempts. I want a fishing. Do you like fishing? Frappe Fiasco sassing me in the chat as usual. I'm gonna do this last stage a few times in a row and see if that's the quickest way to earn money, because it seemed like there was a lot of money to be earned here. That's because it's weirdly dark in a way that I think is funny. It's a change of pace. It certainly changes up the theme.
Ominous music, too. Skyboat.
And, you know, I'm going to say more stages, more content.
I think it's like, yeah, obviously, like, just more of the game.
But, you know, like, if the goal is to, like, you know, like, work on your times, it's like this, like, get, like, really efficient at playing these stages.
Oop, not like that.
Yeah, no, this part sucks. Like, steering between this stuff. I mean, it doesn't suck. I'm just bad at it. Clearly. Fuck.
I mean,
perspective is hard. For me. Where's that goddamn last string? And our rival's gonna show up in... Yeah.
Is she just based on time?
Yeah, 1 minute and 5 seconds she shows up. Or roundabouts that time. Still a new record, but we're getting 100,000 per attempt on this. I think I can get this in sub 1 minute.
Part of me thinks, like, for those ones where it's, like, in between those buildings, it might be easier to approach from above. Kind of, like, lead yourself down into it. Maybe, like
trench run style?
Yeah, and that you could maybe hit some by aiming downwards into that trench. But that might not actually be the way to do it.
It's worth a shot.
That might be...
God, I really can't rely on these. Well, I accidentally did it.
Okay, now I got it perfect.
Between these... Okay, these are the last two. I'm gonna get this in sub 1 minute. There we go.
There you are.
100,000 for the time bonus alone, then 50,000 with the starter, so it's 150,000 right there. Are there any other stages I need to, like, bring my time down in? Let me get a Vroom time on this. We are at an hour 38 of playing this game, by the way. It really picked up after that whole drifting thing.
Yeah.
After that whole fiasco.
That was literally 20 minutes. I say literally, I'm not actually sure.
I think it was a roundabout. It may have been as long as 30 minutes, actually.
It felt like
an eternity.
An hour. Yeah.
But it only feels like that because we have the pressure of, like, streaming on us.
Yes.
Or maybe you do. I'm over that. I'll torture these fuckers. I don't...
Oh, no.
They can watch me, like, watch paint dry. I'll pay me.
Oh, no, once I had the controls, and I realized, like, now I was the one that was making the stream go longer, I was like, oh, fuck.
Yeah, no, to be honest, like, that is, like, an impulse I still do, like, deal with to some extent. I always worry about, like, time and stuff, which is why, like, the theme nights are a lot easier to do than this. Because we can just, like, if we get stuck on a game, we can just stop playing.
Yeah.
if need be. I think my time is already markedly worse than...
Yeah, I think you took the wrong route.
Yeah. Game is all about rooting. That's always the worst. That's always the worst feeling in the world. I got it sub 1 minute once. That's, you know, good enough. How fast can I do this first stage?
I mean, we will find out at the end of the stream when you go for the world record. We'll only have one shot at it, though.
Yeah. Whatever I get on my first attempt.
Yeah.
That's so quick. So 14 seconds to get 100,000, or 53 seconds to get 150,000. I think if we're grinding, it's doing the first stage over and over again. Oh, we were actually so close. Look at how we actually... Well, we're closing in the last one, at the very least. We still need to get this shit. Whatever, I'm gonna get the top bike first. So, okay, here's something we can do
too-
while I'm replaying the same stage over and over again. We tried asking you to ask questions in the chat, and clearly there's nothing to ask, so let's take some suggestions for things you would want to see us potentially full play, or if you have any theme nights in mind, shoot them off.
Oh yeah, sure. Frappiasco says, you should stream that Quake mod where you watch grass grow.
Get right on that.
I thought that was a Half-Life mod, or Half-Life 2 mod.
I thought it was a Doom
Maybe
mod.
there's... Oh, you know what? There's a Half-Life 2 mod where you watch paint dry.
Similar genre.
Maybe that's one I should do in the server at some point, actually.
Yeah, torture people.
I'm not even joking. I have a reason for doing it in the stream.
Have some sort of idea around it.
Yes.
I don't know if I can do any faster than 1402 on this.
How does the world record do it? Or how fast does the world record do it?
I think that the secret to it would be figure out like an optimal like trajectory for the bullets, so that you don't need to like ride into them. I mean, they're right in front of you here, so you might as well. Like, I think the ultimate like probably you could save like a second on this. You could probably get this like 13 or 12 seconds if I'm like routing in my brain.
Absolute record, at least for this guy on this level, is 9.5 seconds.
Fucking how?
On the world record run, he does it in like 10.26.
Okay. I'm gonna do some different stages to mix things up.
Pepe Fiasco says, I said it in a YouTube comment, but I would love a whole Descent to Undermountain stream, even if you don't play through the whole thing.
That game is like hundreds of hours long, or not hundreds, it's like dozens of hours long, so that would be like a long-term project to be sure. I don't know if I could torture it. I don't know if I can, in good conscience, make like Charkie have to watch me play that, so I might have to solo that at some point over a period of time.
I mean, you know, as I said, like, it doesn't even have to be like the whole game. It could just be like, hey, just here's more of it.
Sure. 35 seconds on the second stage. Kind of just doing it now, I think. As far as like playing the whole game through again.
Well, like, if you were doing it for real, you'd have better menuing, I'm sure.
Yeah, probably, huh? I was never good at menuing. When I attempted to speedrun, menuing was definitely a weak point of mine, because I always wanted to make sure I was rereading things and double-checking my work.
That was a...
Fuck. That's gonna cost me.
That was an issue I was having with, when I was learning speedrunning Westerado, was getting like fast traveling from location to location, and I think part of the problem was that I have to use a controller. I couldn't use like a mouse. So
yeah, we need to get you a desk.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I want to do when I'm able to actually pay you off of this. Is obviously, like, you know, pay, like, whatever you need to actually pay off in terms of, like, expenses first, but then I want to be able to, like, have you be able to expense a desk. to be able to, like, use a mouse for the first time in years.
To be fair, I have a desk in another room that I could set up, like, I have a drafting board that I can just, like, put flat and put, like, you know, my mouse and keyboard on.
I absolutely
on the other hand,
I had a drawing desk at a certain point.
On the other hand, I don't have a computer monitor.
Yeah, you're still using... Maybe that's what we need to get you first. Maybe we need to get you just like a proper monitor you can put like on a table and sit down in front of, so you don't have to like stand up and squint and all the other things I hear you say when we're like playing games together. Like, hold on, I'm standing up right now. I'm looking at the TV. I'm squinting at it, and it's just...
Yeah. You would think a very large television, you know, you wouldn't have that issue of, like, not being able to see things, but it turns out if you have to sit, like, 10 feet away from it, yeah, it doesn't really matter anymore.
Do we have any more ideas in the chat, by the way?
Let's see. Yes, let's see. Bad party games using Parsec.
I mean, we already peaked with that yesterday with 44 party.
That's true.
But I can make people play that again.
We did play the worst, but yeah, that's not a bad idea. Like, just sort of like, you know what? That I feel like that's probably already on our list, isn't it? Or is it not? Like minigame collections or
I think
bad
we have a
party
few
games.
minigame collections on there in some capacity. I don't know how we've labeled that.
Let me see if it's there.
Okay, so all we're doing now is just we're still grinding out money. That is what we need to do. I'm gonna go back to doing the first stage over and over again.
We actually don't have like a minigame collection or party game section here.
We can amend that.
Yeah, that's a good idea. Also have to pick ones that, you know, we could do fast, I guess. Not like Mario Party 50 turn kind of things.
Well, that could be a stream in and of itself, like, you know.
Could be. Let's see what else. What else we got?
What's the one really bad Mario Party? All of them? No, it's like the Fortune Street one that everyone like agrees is like the worst Mario Party because it like takes all the party out of Mario Party.
I
something
think the,
like that.
I think the some of the handheld ones are considered the worst. Also, people really don't like that Top 100 one because it's
just a minigame compilation, no board game. Yeah, I can understand why.
Let's see. Top Gun. Yeah, don't worry, Top Gun is gonna be a thing eventually. Sure, I'll make it happen.
And I'll let you do it, so...
We Dare.
Oh yeah, that's a party game that was like marketed itself as like, being like adult and edgy and stuff. Like
is that a Wii
sexy
game,
party
though?
game. I think they wanted it to come out on Wii, and they made a commercial using the Wiimotes. Or they shot 2 different commercials for it, and like the first one, it was for a system it didn't ultimately launch on. That, or they're using like stand-in Wiimote controllers, or maybe it was like a DVD game. It's something along those lines.
Okay,
I know
so
exactly what the game is. I'm just trying to remember the advertising.
It came out for Wii, Xbox 360, and PlayStation 3. Involves kissing, striptease, and spanking.
Yeah.
However, it is marketed like that. However, reviewers in countries where the game is available have noted that the game is in fact a relatively tame party game compilation of only mildly sexual connotations.
Dude 64 is first time chatter, by the way, to say that Fortune Street is actually really well liked, but it's literally a different franchise crossing with Mario. If you want Mario Party, then Fortune Street is literally the wrong game. Yeah, the one I was thinking of is I think people just didn't appreciate the fact that Mario Party crossed over with it. That people who wanted a Mario Party game were thrown off by it. Whoa! I thought of one.
Oh.
The Animal Crossing game on Wii U. The fucking the board game one, the Amiibo Festival.
Yeah, Amiibo Festival. I feel like the game's unfairly maligned.
I know
thought it was
Mara,
fine.
my girlfriend, really loves that game. She thinks that game is like actually good for parties and stuff. But it's one that has a negative reputation, and therefore it qualifies.
And I think I can tell you why it hasn't. I think I can tell you why it has a negative connotation. It's because people wanted Animal Crossing.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, they wanted to branch out. My idea for an Animal Crossing game. Hear me out. Apartment complex. So you don't even get to you don't have to worry about any of the grounds management. You don't need to worry about prettifying your town, and it's just social aspects. It's just focus on the conversations and being a good neighbor and that sort of stuff. Because people really like those animals.
You know what game you want then?
Tamagotchi Life.
Tamagotchi Life.
Yeah, ultimately. But I want that with Animal Crossing.
Which is good. Yeah, I mean Tamagotchi Life is good, so yeah, Animal Crossing, but that would also be really good. Actually, my favorite Animal Crossing game, fucking Happy Home Designer. That game was all decoration. No, that was it was the 3D. It was a 3DS one.
I'm thinking the Pocket Camp, aren't I?
Yeah.
Is that game still online? Does that still exist, or did they take it down along with the other games they had on mobile?
Last time I checked, it still existed, but it's been a while. But Happy Home Designer was entirely designing homes and no social aspect. But I really liked it because you had a lot of creative freedom to completely mess up these people's homes and just make these horrible themes out of them. Let's see. Let me check people's.
We need to play this at least 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 more times, I think. By the way.
All right, well, get to those comments. Maybe we could stream Tomb Raider: Angel of Darkness for an hour.
I could do a whole playthrough of that, probably.
Then stream the DVD game that just uses footage from the game. Which I wasn't aware that was a thing.
New record time, by the way, stage. So we're getting better.
Which time did you get?
1382. We're still not close to 9 seconds, but...
Any of Team 6's assets recycling shovelware racing games?
Yeah.
It's not a name I recognize off the top of my head.
They got...
Oh wait, is that the flat out?
No,
like,
not
bad one.
No, I don't think so. Anyway, maybe I'm not remembering who this is. Refresh my memory.
Yes, they are Flat Out 3.
Okay, cool. You got it then.
Because yeah, Flat Out 3 will like combine parts of like numerous other games that they had made. I believe Speed was one of the games they did. They also did Glacier 3: The Meltdown. They're still putting out games. They made 2022. They put out NHRA Championship Drag Racing Speed for All.
Oh yeah, the classic. Definitely not a wordy title either.
Let's see. Mario Party 9's the one where all the players move forward together. Yeah, people didn't like those.
Oh yeah, that one sucks for sure because it takes out all like the elements of like fun, like stopping on spots and stuff.
Yeah.
I get them trying to streamline it and make it more accessible, I guess, because you got to do things to mix up a franchise after fucking 10 installments, but that was clearly not the move.
They saw Dan Reichert, what he was doing with the game. They're like, we can't let him do this. We gotta change shit. I know that game probably came out before Mario Party.
We're nothing if not chronologically confused on this stream. Yeah. That is whenever the real Flat Out 3 is Wreckfest is actually made by Bugbear, who made the first two Flaps, yes. But yeah. Wreckfest, I think people also got mad about Wreckfest for some reason. Like, I think it languished in, like, early access and maybe didn't deliver on some features that they had promised and things of that nature. But I remember at least having fun with it and having, like, fun vehicle physics, which I always like. I think is mandatory for a racing game for me. I gotta be able to destroy my vehicles and see a damage model. That is a must-have feature for me. Maybe a...
Shaky...
Oh, you keep going, actually. I know you're actually addressing everything, and I'm kind of just looking at the most recent ones.
Says here, Shaky stream idea. Viewers recommend you the Shaky video games they played in their childhood. Well, that's what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Asking about that.
Improvement Night Sky is the ultimate childhood game for so many of our 6-year-old viewers. That is our key demo at this point. So remember, 6-year-olds, remember, kiddies, go find Mommy and Daddy's wallet and subscribe to the channel. Do a lifetime subscription. Do pay for a whole year in advance. And
Frappe Fiasco suggested Devil's Third, since we did One Dead. Which is more like... Now, stop if you heard this one. Frappe Fiasco says that One Dead is more like Devil's Fourth.
Oh, that is good. That is a good reason. That's a good... So I would love to do Devil's Third. The problem is that I would need to do it in emulation, and currently that game is... you can play through it in emulation, but there's a lot of graphical corruption in the shader compilation stuff. Like, even outside of just shader compilation stuff, yeah, it is a rough emulation. So I would want to give that game as fair a shot as possible, and I would not be able to do that with the current limitations of software.
Verapaz says on the topic of shitty games from childhood, Sonic 2006.
Yeah, that sort of feels like an inevitability one, and that one is actually very well supported. There's a third-party launcher for it that you plugs into either RPCS3 or Xenia, the Xbox 360 emulator, so you can do either version, and it has patches that work for either or. It has a lot of like stabilization and optimization stuff, so you can get like a better than console experience for Sonic 06 in emulation. Naturally, I would try to play it as close to the original as possible, short of like having like a functional copy of the game in a functional console, which I don't have at the moment. So,
Gasco suggests just sort of a weird-ass 90s FPS night stuff like Pearl and Isle of the Dead.
Cyberdillo, other things along that line. I certainly have games I could fill out a show of that nature with.
Yeah, there's no shortage of...
And FPS is my go-to genre, so that is the one I feel like I'm most familiar with the highs and lows of. Only 100,000 more, or more like... Not 100,000 more, I meant to say. 900,000 more to go. In terms of Stardust to collect. If you have a capture card, I wouldn't mind lending you my PC. I do not have a... I have an Elgato device, but I lost one of the wires to it when I had my whole fiasco moving cross-country. That's where I lost most of my stuff. That's where I lost the old XP tower that I used to use. The PCEM works well enough for like a few things, but there's a few Windows XP games I've really been wanting to play again that you can't just get running on Windows 11, so I really would like to have an XP tower again. And yeah, so I lost a bunch of devices, and one of them was like the wires to my Elgato. I lost a lot of wires. I lost like straight up $500 worth of just wires in one of my boxes that did not survive shipping at a certain point.
I was helping out my folks. They wanted to do some like house cleaning, and one of them said, like, I found all these like wires, like maybe we could just throw all these wires away. I'm like, you don't want to throw all those wires away.
Yeah.
Like, you don't, like, you're going to regret that decision later.
For the rest of your life.
I've been thinking about wanting a capture card. That opens up so many possibilities. But, like, right now I'm focused on a lot of other things.
Yeah.
That I need.
That is the rub at the moment.
And capture cards are, if I remember, they're expensive.
Yeah, they certainly can be. Again, subscribe to the Bad Game Hall of Fame Twitch.
Yeah.
Pledge to us on Patreon. Do what you will, and fucking pay Charkie.
I'm not going to plug how to pay me.
You know,
subscribe, that pays me indirectly.
Yeah, it will get there. I don't know, I feel like we have potential for growth on this channel. We can just talk about the channel for a minute and like streaming in general. I've been having fun with it. I would like it to be more financially tenable. I would like to get grow our audience.
Honestly, like when I say like, yeah, help me get paid, I'm saying that all as a joke.
Yeah, I know.
To be clear to everyone watching,
everyone can tell. Don't worry about that.
All right.
But you know, at the same time, you know, pay us. I don't know, like tell your friends, help us market this goofy-ass thing. I'd like to get to the point where we're growing viewership, and we have been growing it. I think moving the co-host was a good move. I mean,
and thank you to everyone who, especially everyone who's been showing up regularly, and everyone new has been showing up, co-host. Thank you very much, we're doing this for y'all.
Yeah, ultimately...
I hope we are entertaining.
I believe we are. I have to have confidence that we are. And having the confidence is half the battle, I think, when it comes to the streaming stuff. I think my goal, where I would like to see us by the end of the year, is maybe averaging like 30 to 40 viewers. Not to try to call my shots, but I think, you know, given just the few months we have left in this year, if we can get to that point by the end of the year, that'll put us in good position for the next year. To be clear this quarter on that. I'd like to get up to 20 subscribers. We're already halfway there. I think we might get that target sooner rather than later. Because what's going to require is new people.
We might have to rethink our goals, though, for that, because originally the goal was 20 subscribers and we stream every week.
Yeah,
I think that might be just the normal thing now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, yeah, once a week is normal. Twice a week would be probably the next step up for that.
Despite the fact that we're doing twice a week right now, you know.
Yeah, I'm not going to do twice a week every week. just to,
for the moment.
Spoil that one real quick. Fuck, I'm actually getting worse the more I play this. It's actually getting to the point where my skills are deteriorating, or I feel like my control over the bike, the Vroom in this case, is deteriorating, eroding. Like there, I lost like 38,000 because I crashed into the ring as opposed to...
Oh.
But we only need to do it one more time. I wouldn't have to do this one more time if I hadn't crashed at the end. But this will get us the funds we need. And then we'll have completed this game in just around 2 hours.
and we'll do the last speedrun attempt.
Under 55,000. Wait, was it 160,000 or 150,000 I need to spend? Okay, here it is. That is the last bike.
Check that memory.
Hold on, did I miss a bike?
Where?
Fuck!
Oh, shit.
It's at 80,000 or 800,000.
That was 80,000.
No, 800,000.
No, 800? Was it?
Mm-hmm. 7 more times!
Get a picture-in-picture of the different game.
I mean, there's nothing... I could figure it out if you had another game to stream. You could stream it out to me.
How much time would that add to the whole process?
That would extend the amount of time. That was a new record for that stage, though. Yeah, I just had to take a break from it for like 1 minute, and I shaved a few seconds off the time. Advertising. I think we can agree a negative aspect. The in-game music is repetitive, to which video game can respond. I think we can. Only because they've been playing the same level 30 consecutive times. This is the only song for like these first set of stages. But only the last, like, only the unlockable stages have unique, bespoke music for them, if memory serves.
I don't think this is the normal gameplay experience necessarily.
Well, at a certain point,
this is the high-level gameplay experience.
If you're trying to unlock everything in the game, this is at a certain point what the experience is. I'm mixing it up for my own sanity here. Oh my god, it is brutal sometimes. Waiting for these things to register for the bullets to actually connect. I gathered someone mentioned something about the speedrun tactic being a lot of like turning and a lot of like collecting everything with the missiles.
Down to like tight turns and timing those shots. Well, talk about you could put like if I stream something out to you and you put it in the corner. Maybe that's what we do, like multi-streams of like completely different games.
That would be
like
funny.
That sludge content thing that's on TikTok. Like I play one game, you play another game, and then in another corner someone is like making noises with slime.
I think you cracked the code. Alright, back to the old standby. I was close to a new record time. But yeah, there's nothing to stop us. I mean, assuming that you have a consistent internet connection to stream it out at like 60. At 720p.
I should.
Assuming your graphics card doesn't do anything fucky with it.
Yeah. I mean, that might be the rub, but...
Alright, this should be the last one. For real this time. That's a new record. Sub 13 seconds.
Yeah, there you go.
Go straight to the shop.
There we go.
Certified as a magical girl. I want to go to this memory screen. At last, you have mastered the magical girl. I remember of that day when I met you for the first time, 2 hours ago. Already, you are not the one who was running slowly on scooter. You are a wonderful magical girl, and you are proficiency. I want you to do an activity not to be ashamed as a magical girl from now on. Well, that's all. Please do your best and collect the Stardusts.
And time.
That is the 100% completion. That was 2 hours and 12 minutes, 13 minutes, somewhere around there. I didn't bother with the timer. I'm just looking at the stream time at the moment. But yeah, that was what I set out to do. Boy, howdy.
Are you ready to do...
I can read the message again if I want to, and remind myself that to not be ashamed of being a magical girl.
You ready to do the final New Game Plus run?
Yeah, fuck it.
Alright, so wait, let me get the right time on this. Get the rules up. Okay, New Game Plus rules. Run through each night sky. Timing starts on vehicle confirmation on the first stage. Timing ends on the passing of the ring in the final level. So let me get my timer ready, okay? And count me down.
3, 2, 1, fuck it.
Alright.
It's crashing. Oh, nope, that's fine. That was like a second loss.
I don't know. Maybe you were shooting too much at the end when you were already done.
Very possibly. I already forgot the route for this one.
Just feel it out. Listen, I can guarantee you'll get 4th place.
Comforting. Yeah, I can already tell. I should have been going from the opposite direction. I should have turned around at the start of this one. How does this swings this back around? It could be a worse. Doesn't matter about the start.
Score doesn't matter.
Yeah, it doesn't matter that I crashed at the last second. That is a new time record for that level, though. Alright, 25 seconds.
Let me rephrase that. I guarantee you'll get 5th place. I don't want to insult Glob, 4th place holder of speedrun record here.
Please tell me I got that one behind me.
You did. Yeah, you're good.
New record on that one, too. Notice I'm not using magical turning at all.
Yeah. Thanks for the tutorial.
Oh.
Ooh, what was that?
That was me accidentally holding down on the analog stick when I was boosting, which made me do the avoidance thing. But there was nothing to avoid, so I just crashed right into the ground.
Lifetime loss, you know. Oh, you still got that one.
Yeah, that was actually intentional. I'm trying risky stuff right here to not have to fly through that entire thing.
Turning hot.
That was not as good a time as before, but...
Hey, even the world record, like, he did have worse time on his first level, so you know? All that matters is the end.
I already went off the wrong route this time. So you don't have to come back. I shouldn't be flying past the thing.
Oh, you still got that one. Alright.
Fuck! Oh my god! The bumper thing is going really hard. Ah!
Alright, we're just going for PB at this point.
Okay.
This is what's gonna get you back into speedrunning, I think.
No, never again. Oh, nope, I'm already going the wrong way, I can tell. Let's go backwards. Oh, this is the one with only 8 stars to collect. New time on that stage. We made up for the time lost on the previous stage.
Yes.
Penultimate level. The strategy for this one was to stay on the bottom, to go, like, to address it vertically, I think.
All things considered, you're not on a bad pace. That's 19.
Yeah. If you look at her flying, the flips we're doing, it looks like she's completely out of control at all times. I did not get that! Okay, let's get the one up top first, and then come back around for that stubborn one down there. Oh, I did get it! When did I get that?
Yeah.
Oh god, that's bad, that we actually have to see her. Okay.
Alright, last level. 53 seconds. Is your record.
Yeah. I have to double check. Yeah, I almost forgot that one.
Yeah. Fly through the exit ring. Say time.
Okay, I already fucked up because I went through the towers in the wrong order. Okay, get ready.
Alright.
Why did I try flying through these at the end? Time.
Alright, 6 minutes, 34 seconds.
Where does that place
that
us?
would... 4th place.
Okay.
Taking over the previous 4th place.
Alright.
So, hey, congrats on your record.
I could probably. If I wanted to.
Yeah, if you wanted to, you could.
Close out of this fucking game and never play it again. That was Vroom in the Night Sky, folks. A game I'm not actually mad about. A game I'm not actually mad at. It's
also,
fun enough.
I'm not sure if playing on like the unofficial Switch 2 is like allowed by the rules, so that might have been void. Sorry.
I'm gonna guess no. I'm gonna guess probably not. But that's alright. Because I think that game is worth the $10 that they ask for it. You know, how much does a movie cost to go see these days? You're getting at least 2
20
hours worth out of your $10 there. That's a pretty decent value proposition. And you know, if you're a sicko who really likes mechanics, who's like really like minded towards like mastery over a game, this is definitely a game that encourages that fosters that, I think. It encourages you to tackle those times. They have the seconds down to the milliseconds on the stages, so you could really like grind that out if you wanted to.
I think this honestly could be like a bigger speedrun game than it is, like, for real.
No, absolutely. There's
seems like...
tech to be mastered. I think there's probably exploits and tricks that people have not discovered that not even the speedrunners have figured out. There are probably things you could do to like break this game, like to clip through objects and stuff that are just waiting to be unearthed by someone who's more dedicated to this game than I am. But as far as I'm concerned, Poisoft did a good job. I hope they're still in business. That their website being unavailable is not a reflection of the state of them not being a company anymore. But
I think I would like to play this myself eventually.
Yeah, absolutely. I recommend it. If you like this kind of game, if what you saw here seemed fun to you, give it a shot and see if it is fun. Because
honestly, like at the end where we're like kind of going for like the speedrun ideas, like, oh, this is actually appealing to something in me. The
grinding part sucks. Granted, you don't need to grind it out. Like, if you're just going for times, you will naturally get a bunch of Stardust that way, so you could probably, like, think about it in that sense, that if you're just replaying like all the levels in a row, you will eventually get the money you need to get the memories, to get the Magical Girl license at the end, and so forth. So maybe you could avoid it in that way. I can see why some people did not shine to this game, but at the same time, like, so many of those negative reviews were so hyperbolic in a way that I'm just not cool with, that I've obviously never, like, endorsed or, like, that obviously, like, I was victim to, that I was, like, mean to bad games at a point in my life, but not since this persona, not since this activity on the internet, not since the Bad Game Hall of Fame. So, yeah, you wouldn't catch me, like, endorsing that kind of review, especially not the Metacritic ones. Those ones are obviously awful in the way that most Metacritic user reviews are awful. But I'm waffling at this point. I'm talking in circles. I hope y'all had fun watching, even with the repeating the same level 30 times in a row, or however many times I did ultimately replay that level. And thank you for joining me, Charkie.
You're welcome. Thanks everyone for watching.
And by the way, because y'all watch this, y'all should be getting your Magical Girl licenses in the mail. Those should be coming sooner rather than later. Just make sure to send the paid postage envelope to the address you mentioned earlier.
And magic responsibly.
Yes, and above all else, magic responsibly. And don't be ashamed to be a magical girl. Bye!
Sorry for being here.